Good morning. So this reading is for Thursday, July 4th. And summer is half over, but we're going to ignore that. And we're just getting cards on our past. Let's get some cards on the future, or current. Let's try that again. Current energy. Okay, I'm actually going to get one more. Yep, there we go. And future energy. It's interesting. There is definitely a story that wants to be told here. Looking at the bottom of the deck, this is really interesting here, only because I have two other kings out here. The only king that's missing, so we have the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So this is all about taking some sort of decisive action. I've got the King of Cups showing up in the past. I've got the King of Swords showing up in the current. And with this being your underlying energy, I'm already picking up this sense of getting your head and your heart in some sort of alignment in order to go after what you want here. The one that's missing is the King of Pentacles, but I do see the Knight. So let's get into this and figure out what is happening here. Looking at past energy, so I do have that King of Cups showing up, and it's really, really interesting in this context because we have the Six of Cups and we have the Nine of Pentacles. And so there's something that you've been working on for probably a period of time. You're really working on creating your own abundance, really making sure that you're in the right heart space. And this is definitely some sort of heart alignment that you're trying to get to, where you feel comfortable expressing your emotions, or you've kind of sat in those emotions and you're really okay with whatever's happening here. Because a lot of times, and I know this from personal experience and other people, it's that something comes to the surface and it takes a lot of control to respond in a healthy way from an emotional standpoint. So it feels like that is strongly connected to this past energy. It's almost like you were tapping into old ways of thinking, old ways of feeling in order to kind of ground yourself. Children might be involved with that Six of Cups energy, but your kind of underlying force here with the Six of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles is really establishing something here for yourself that allows you to handle things in an appropriate way. It's a really interesting message, but I like where it's going. I do like that past energy because it's really helping to balance things out in the current energy, which is exactly what this King of Swords wants to do. Your emotions drive so much. I mean, it does for all of us. And so when it comes to emotional responses to situations, if you were able to kind of disconnect for a minute, take that step back, take that objective approach to the situation, what is the appropriate response? This is what it feels like it's coming down to is, okay, maybe overreacting in the past or maybe underreacting, something along those lines. And now you're trying to find that right balance so that you respond in a way that is in your best interest. And this is where the head and the heart alignment come into play here, because your head will tell you objectively whether or not your emotional response is practical, if it makes sense for the situation. Sitting in the kind of the three cards that fell out in the middle here. So I do have the Knight of Pentacles. I have Justice. So that is that balanced energy. And we have the Six of Pentacles. So Six of Cups, Six of Pentacles. I actually really love this energy. So the Six of Cups in the past, you're trying to find that balance within yourself. Here with this Pentacles energy in the current, this is a card of generosity. When you're generous, it's because you're happy with where things are in your life and you feel like everything is in some sort of alignment here. Knight of Pentacles. So I don't have the King of Pentacles, but I have the Knight of Pentacles showing up. The Knight of Pentacles is learning and kind of growing into the King of Pentacles energy. So you're incorporating all of the lessons that you're learning so that you can move forward in a more, I don't want to say healthy, because I mean, yes, it's healthy, but it's balanced. It's whatever is in your best interest. And I'm also getting the Page of Wands here. So there might be a conversation around, and with the King of Swords too, there might be some sort of conversation around the direction that you're going, the type of life that you want to live. This doesn't have to be with anybody in particular. This just could be in general. You're having this conversation with family, friends, coworkers, whatever that is. That one doesn't feel as significant. When I look at the future energy here, so death. So there is some sort of change. Whatever you're doing right now is bringing about some sort of, and I'm getting a healthy new beginning. So there's some sort of new beginning that is about to take place. And it's a lot of, I'm getting again, like I did before, a shedding of old skin. So whatever happened in the past, you're removing all of these old ways of thinking, these old behavior patterns. And what I'm seeing here is Page of Pentacles with the Two of Pentacles. This energy here, so I usually pick it up as balancing yourself out, recognizing what's important, prioritizing that, letting go of everything else. Page of Pentacles energy, so maybe even having the conversations around or putting it out there, setting this intention that this is what matters to me. When I really think about where I want my path to lead, what direction I want to go in, what are my dreams, all of those things, this is what I want here. And so it's about setting yourself up for the long term. But there's a healing component connected to all of this. So whatever is ending here, whatever this old way of thinking, this old way of behaving, as you step into this kind of new longevity for yourself, there's a healing component to it. This is what's changing for you. Let's get some additional details here. Tell me about the King of Cups. Okay. 2 cards came out. Tell me about the Six of Cups. And I'm getting 2 cards from that one as well. And the Nine of Pentacles. You might be seeing things in pairs. I say that and I only get 1 card on that one, but I'm getting a lot of multiple cards showing up here. This one does feel significant. This is the King of Swords. So I'm clarifying the past energy, and interesting that the current King of Swords energy is showing up as I'm clarifying the past. So this tells me that whatever direction that you're moving in, it's very clear. You've definitely made up your mind when it comes to this. Clarifying the King of Pentacles is, or I'm sorry, King of Pentacles, King of Cups. King of Pentacles is missing. So with the King of Cups, I am actually getting the Queen of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. This is a lot of inner balance. Now, this could indicate that somebody around you was kind of that catalyst for you to be able to prioritize what matters the most to you, kind of help you figure out how to respond in a way that's in your best interest when something comes to the surface, when you're triggered some way by some situation, word somebody said, something along those lines. Whatever happened here in the past could have been triggered by another person, and this person is helping you kind of navigate this, or this is just about you finding your own inner balance here. That head and heart alignment, it starts with the heart space. It's integrating the masculine and feminine. We all have it within us, but I love seeing it with the Nine of Pentacles because this is about you creating your own abundance. And the Nine of Pentacles is also out here too, also showing up in the past energy. So when I look at the Six of Cups, clarifying the Six of Cups is the Four of Pentacles with the Magician. Yeah, this is something, whatever helped you kind of navigate this emotional journey that you've been on. Four of Pentacles and the Magician. This was a lot of getting back to your foundations. There's a nostalgia component connected to this. You might have been going back into old ways, like really old ways, not recent old ways. Really old ways, meaning something like before you became jaded or before people maybe screwed you over in some sort of way. And what you're doing is, instead of using your recent experience to dictate your behavior or to inform whatever your response is to the situation, you're actually kind of going back in years, maybe decades back, to say, when I was in a healthier mind state, how did I respond? If I go back to my younger self and have a conversation, how would I have responded? That's what this feels like. And with the Magician energy, I mean, this is something that you really worked on. This is something where you really wanted it to happen. Going back to the foundation of who you are, that's what's kind of grounding you in the past. And with the Nine of Pentacles comes the Knight of Pentacles. And so that abundance, everything that was kind of working in your favor here in the past, it's really teaching you a lot of lessons. And that Nine of Pentacles is out here twice, but so is the Knight of Pentacles. And so Knight of Pentacles is showing up in current energy. But let me start clarifying the King of Swords. So tell me about the Knight of Pentacles, Justice, and the Six of Pentacles. Okay. there is a lot of integration taking place within you right now, and I don't know how a better way to describe this. So when I look at the King of Swords, clarifying the King of Swords is the Four of Swords. This is some sort of break that you've taken. So whatever happened in the past that kind of helped you rebalance, it did require you stepping back in order to work on yourself. So you've done a lot of internal reflection. That's what this indicates. You might still be doing some internal reflection to make sure that everything you do from here on out is only in your best interest. And I've got the novel here. So again, with the Knight of Pentacles showing up in the past and the present, with the Justice and the Six of Pentacles. So clarifying that is the King of Wands with the Knight of Wands. King of Wands is also showing up at the bottom of the deck. So there is a lot of synastry. There's a lot of things aligning right now. Definitely a sense of timing is important at this moment. There's a lot of things that are starting to fall into place. And so with the King of Wands, Knight of Wands, King of Wands is a very mature energy. So when it comes to the actions that you take, you've really thought it through. You know exactly what your game plan is. Knight of Wands is all about courage. This is about going after and really taking that first step, and in a bold, dynamic way. This Knight of Wands does not hesitate at all. So what I really love about that is you're really digging deep within yourself. Clarifying the Page of Wands, so some sort of conversation. I have the Eight of Swords with the Queen of Swords. So I have the King and Queen of Cups. I have the King and Queen of Swords. I have Kings out here multiple times, Knights out here multiple times. And so with the Eight of Swords, Queen of Swords, you've done a lot of internal reflection. That's what the Eight of Swords is about. Queen of Swords, you're figuring out what matters the most to you, what to prioritize. That Queen energy is about, let me think about this. Let me be open to accepting new ways of thinking, new ways of behaving, really thinking about it, contemplating it, not taking any action. That's where this Page of Wands comes into play. Now it's about what actions are you taking. It shows up here with that Knight of Wands, King of Wands energy. It's like you've done all of this internal contemplation around what do you want next? Where do you want to be? And really aligning yourself with your life's purpose or with what your goals are. So a really strong reading. So we got the Death card already. Tell me about the Two of Pentacles with the Page of Pentacles and the Three of Wands here. You really are shedding your old skin, because I keep getting that message. You're shedding your old skin, and this one is important too. So Eight of Wands, it's happening faster than you think. It might have felt like up until now, this took a long time to unfold. That's not true anymore. Things are going to start moving in a much faster way. And it has a lot to do with this transition that you're going through. You are letting go of old behaviors, old thought patterns, responses to situations. And what it's really doing is it's opening you up to receive what you want here. So Four of Wands is one of the marriage cards. Within tarot, it's also a reason to celebrate. And so this whole transformation that you're going through, this tells me it's really positive. It's opening you up to future possibilities. It's putting you on the path that you want to be on. And with the Two of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, so establishing your priorities, getting that very clear. Six of Wands. So a lot of success here. And the reason that you're getting a lot of success and you're starting to see things move in this really positive direction with the momentum behind it is because you're very much in alignment with who you are, who you want to be, how you want to be seen, and the direction that you're going. And with the Three of Swords, Hanged Man. So this entire transformation does have a healing component to it. And the reason that you're able to heal is because you're able to see things differently. This Hanged Man is about seeing things from a different perspective. It's that if I pull the rug out from underneath you and flip you upside down, what does the situation look like? That's what helps you to heal. That's what this entire transformation is about. So this is the reading for Thursday. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.